is kind of my 5 a.m. routine. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. It's a Monday morning. I always struggle with Mondays. So I did kind of go back to sleep a little bit after that first 5 something. And Mr. Grumpy here is also a morning person. Whenever I don't maximize that first 5 a.m. hour, and especially when I sleep in, like I really aim to wake up way before 5:30. As you guys saw this morning, I woke up at like 5:40 something, and then I was falling in and out of sleep again. So it's very much a very late morning, not the standard that I would like to have for my 5 a.m. mornings, but in transparency, I am definitely trying to get my mind together. When you're an entrepreneur, you know, right now we do have clients, so we have things to focus on. But as far as keeping this like momentum, being productive, you don't have to do that. You know, you could just wake up, fulfill your duties as an entrepreneur, and that'd be all. So as far as me keeping that energy to keep, you know, pushing forward, it's waning, but I'm trying to get it back together. That is what today's morning routine will be. So anyways, I just did my mindset refresh. I absolutely love this. No matter what time I get my day started, it's gonna be a great day when I read my word. I read this daily stoic journal, and it just kind of asks like a question to help you reflect inward. Today's question is, can I do the right thing even without the promise of rewards? I don't know. So I need to work on that, right? And then The Daily Laws by Robert Greene. Robert Greene is the author of The Laws of Human Nature, the infamous 48 Laws of Power, Art of Seduction, Strategies of War. He co-authored a book with 50 Cent. And you guys, if you follow my channel, you already know this about me. But I was really struggling with my internet presence and social skills in general until I met my now husband. Of course, then he was my boyfriend, and he put me on to Robert Greene, and it just completely changed my life, the way I think. For my fellow believers out there who don't ever want to hear anyone put any book above the Bible, I'm definitely not doing that. In fact, I find that Robert Greene's books can kind of simplify a lot of things that are already in the Bible. Like, the more I read Robert Greene, when I read the Bible, I'll find things in there that already talk about that. Like, Robert Greene's books often talk about making life a game and being an actor and not getting so stuck in your ways, right? And there's a scripture in the Bible that even talks about becoming all things to all men. So a lot of the principles definitely mirror each other, but for some reason Robert Greene's books just kind of seem a little bit more practical for like everyday life. Sometimes I think the Bible speaks in like, you know, like a lot of like puzzles and stuff, and it makes sense and it's very poetic, but sometimes it's just like, I don't know what this is saying and I need to know, just make it plain as day, you know. I feel like Robert Greene does a good job with that. So this is, plus the daily word of the day, I just use the Bible app. It's how I get my mind together. If I do not do this, it's gonna be crazy. So now it's done. Now it's time for some caffeine, and then I'm gonna try to get a little bit of a workout in and begin my workday. Hey, Cracker. Coffee is not really the best for me. It does weird things in my stomach and it makes me a little bit too anxious. So I try to drink like matcha, chai, other forms of caffeine, but when you just need to crank out that work, I don't know, it just doesn't help me to stay focused. So right now I'm in go mode. If you've been following this channel or my TikTok, you know I'm doing a 90-day challenge where I'm just trying to get my life together. So I'm gonna let myself drink some coffee for the rest of these 90 days. I think I'm on day 42 or 43 right now. So hopefully after my life is together, I will have less of a need for coffee. But right now, I just need to crank it out. I'm still in my 20s. I'm just gonna pray, you know what I'm saying, that I can bounce back. Because I really don't drink that much coffee, but right now it's an emergency. But what I can't do is drink coffee on an empty stomach. So Even when I drink matcha or any other form of caffeine, I like to make me a slice of peanut butter bread, just because I like the protein that's in peanut butter, especially on Mondays when I do weights. Bread, a little bit of carbs, sits on my stomach a little bit. And then I'm also able to take my vitamins, and the caffeine and or whatever the coffee won't mess me up as badly. So that's what we're gonna do. You might hear Blippi in the background. My son is obsessed with Blippi. We do whatever we can to get some work done. But while I let my food digest, get a little more caffeine, I like to get a quick win. And a quick win is just something very simple, usually important though, that you can do at the beginning of your day. Some people say making your bed is a quick win. I don't feel like it is. Plus, you know, me and my husband wake up at different times, so that's not practical for me. A quick win for me is like sending an email. On my social media platforms, I am trying to be encouraging and inspirational to the fellow business owners. So it might be making a quick reel or a TikTok. That's a quick win for me. It helps me be consistent, make sure I'm staying on top of communication, things like that. So let me get that in before I get this workout. Business. Before I freshen up, do my skincare, and then get to work, I get a little workout in. I work from home, I work out from home, I save gas. It helps me just get right into it. I'm a little bit terrified at the gym. I think I would waste too much. My son is obsessed with dinosaurs right now. Dinosaur. Dinosaur. So on Mondays I do weights. So one weight, this is my husband's big 30-pound dumbbell. He uses one in each hand. I just use one with two hands. I really don't enjoy working out, but working out has become something fun, because other than working out, I'm working at a computer all day or doing chores or chasing around my toddler, which is kind of fun. Working out, I feel like, is really good for my mental clarity, and I just feel like it really helps me to focus. And most importantly for me, it reminds me that I can do hard things, because again, I hate working out, and it's just a reminder that sometimes you have to push through, you know, no pain, no gain. So working out reminds me of that. While I'm working out, I do like to habit stack and watch a podcast / like a motivational video. I really like to watch like a business coaching video, because it's just like, it gets me in that frame of mind of like, I want to win, I want to succeed, so I'm pushing through physically, and when I finish this workout, I'm going to push through mentally. So just, I don't know, I'm always feeding myself good things, especially when I'm in a rut, because the worst thing that I want to do is stay there and then make it harder for myself to get out of it. So who we watching today? I think right now I'm gonna watch this video by Alex Catani, 7 lessons from a $400,000 plus launch. This one right here. That's a number I can only dream of in my business right now, but you know, I can still envision it for myself. We're getting ready to prayerfully launch another product, so let me see what she's talking about.
Wins and the lessons that we learned from this launch, what worked, what didn't, and what we are definitely going to do differently next time. Keep watching. Today, I am giving you a little peek at some of our biggest wins and lessons. In fact, in many of our other launches where we emailed the entire list, literally the entire list, our value per lead was over $40, which is amazing.
Mariah, come back.
Referral should be contingent on you doing a good job. They say, hey, if I do a good job, would you be willing to do these 2 things? If they say yes, then you're good to go. The fourth one, which is, do they actually want to buy at full price later, which will be the real test of how good you are. Oh, all of the things involved that work in sales, that work in customer success, that work in product, in terms of iterations, the same concepts apply to advertising and marketing. Like, you just need to do a lot in order to figure out what works.
Alright y'all, so after I freshen up, then I just begin my work day. But there is something that I didn't show you guys that is a very, very important part of me having a productive day. And that is, I guess it's two things. In Notion, I make sure that I outline my plan for the day. And I'm so behind on my routine today that I haven't even done this yet. But the way that I do it is I go to my goals for the week. I haven't even done my week reset yet, so I'm gonna make that. Be sure to check out my channel if you're into weekly resets. That video should be up about the same time that this video is up. So yes, what I normally do on Sundays is outline my goals for the week, and then on Monday, or like every night before I go to bed, I'll look at the goals that I haven't completed for the week yet, put them into the following day. So I do that, and I also do a gratitude journal. And the way that I gratitude journal is I just choose 3 things that I'm grateful for. I set my intention for the day, I take affirmations, and I say what I'm gonna do to make this day great. So I'm gonna do that, then I'm gonna start my work day, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on my very imperfect but very realistic 5 a.m. morning routine. I hope that this inspires you to start your morning off great, whatever time you wake up. And yeah, be sure to stay tuned if you're into the productivity and becoming the best version of yourself kind of content. And until next time, guys, seek the kingdom and serve the community.